is that this is the first of many such briefings that are expected to come in the next few days, perhaps also looking into every possible sector. As far as today's entire briefing is concerned, this was essentially looking at some sort of relief to the MSMEs. Not just that, also power sector got some sort of relief, and with regards to certain fiscal measures as far as a tax reduction is concerned. These are some broad pointers as far as Finance Minister's address was concerned. We'll also discuss how does this really impact, what impact does it have on the ground. We'll be joined by our guest, Dilip Chenoy, who is the FICCI Secretary General. Let me go across to Mr. Chenoy. Mr. Chenoy, how do you exactly look at the announcements that have been made? To begin with, the impact as far as participation of global companies are concerned, where the government has made it absolutely clear that there will be no participation whatsoever in the tenders, in the government tenders, and also looking at the unfair kind of competition that used to take place as far as Indian MSMEs are concerned. So this perhaps is going to have a long-term ramification.
I think what we heard the Prime Minister said that we need to be vocal for local. So the Finance Minister has actually translated that into action, being vocal for local manufacturers, irrespective of ownership, local manufacturers in government tenders up to 200 crores. So if you look at that, it opens up a huge demand for the MSMEs that are here. So the second thing is a lot of MSMEs were not expanding because of the fear that they would go out of the MSME classification in terms of the investment or in terms of the turnover to meet local demand. Now with the change in the law, which is the second L, which the Prime Minister actually spoke about yesterday, that enables the MSMEs to look at participating in these tenders in a big way and not worrying whether they will exceed the limitations or the definition of an MSME. The third thing is that to grow or to be able to participate in this, they needed liquidity. So the liquidity infusion through banks. See, the RBI had allowed the banks to give moratorium, allowed the banks to lend, but the banks are not willing to lend because they were unsure whether it would be paid back. So this guarantee scheme, which has been announced by the government, actually enables the banks to lend to MSMEs, to other categories as well. And since NBFCs are also lenders to the MSME, this the special fund, there's two special packages for the NBFC sector, also will empower the MSMEs to manufacture and meet local demand. I think the inspiration here is drawn from how we, and the Prime Minister mentioned in his speech yesterday, how from not producing or producing very little of mass PPE equipment and ventilators to meet the needs of the country and meet the demands of the country with adequate funding, you are able to scale up to global levels. So I think this is the context in which everything should be seen.
Mr. Chenoy, I also would like to bring your attention to other big relief, as many would say, with regards to the EPF. And this is what the government is saying, that the government has essentially decided to continue with the EPF support for business and workers for 3 more months, providing a liquidity relief of about 2,500 crores. So if you essentially look at something that bringing in more money to their hands, which would essentially mean that the demand really goes up, giving that power to the pockets is essentially very important. So how do you really look at it? Is this enough, or perhaps you would look at more such relief measures bringing in, spurring this entire demand to get all together?
So, there's a liquidity for companies. The EPF measure is also a liquidity for the companies because, what was available to firms that employed up to 100 people, where 90% of employees do less than 15,000, was going to end very shortly. So they extended that for 3 months. So the money which would have been paid by the employee and the employer as part of the EPF is now being actually added in by the government. So 12% of your basic salary actually comes in your hand if you fall in that category for spending. So that is the first thing that they've done. The second thing that they've done is also reduce the TTS and TCS deductions by 25%. Right. So if you're a professional, if you are other category of people who get this deducted, you're actually going to have 20%, 25% more in your hand to spend. So these are the two things that they've actually done to give some more spending money in the hands of individuals and workers.
Mr. Chenoy, just one quick response before I just let you go. What are the other sectors perhaps you're really looking at, a relief coming in from the government, or perhaps is the need of the hour that you would essentially talk about?
No, so if you look at what the Prime Minister said yesterday, the Prime Minister said every section of society and every sector has been discussed and you will see something being given. So today is the first day. You have actually seen different sectors like real estate, discoms, MSME. MSME actually covers a lot number of sectors, right? It's not necessarily one sector. Okay, it's one group of definitions. And then you've seen, real estate coming in, and you've seen a lot of tax, announcements today. So you will see the other sectors coming up tomorrow and day after. If you take a 20 lakh crore package, today's package is somewhere between 6 lakh to 6.5 lakh crores, the way you look at it. So presumably this is 1/3 of the package, and you'll see two other such special packages, phase 2 and phase 3, as you have put this as special package phase 1.
Well, thank you very much, Dilip Shenoy, for joining us on this broadcast. As he rightly points out, this is perhaps just 1/3 of the package that we're looking at. In the days to come, more such sectors are certainly going to get the relief they've been waiting for.
Hi everyone, I'm Sujarita Kukreti. Thanks for checking out Republic World. If you would like to watch more show highlights and live coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the Republic World News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.